LL Cool J. Oh my gosh.
What up?
I miss you, man. Always good to see your face.
Good to see you too.
I should start this off by saying props and hello from my wife, Nancy, who worked with you on Charlie's Angels with Drew Barrymore.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's my wife, Nancy Javonen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she loves you, and Drew loves you. They said they had the best time with you doing that.
Yeah. Tell Nancy I said hello. Tell Drew I said what up. That was a real big deal for me. Just doing that role at that time, because it was a time when I was kind of trying to really explore things outside of my music and really get into acting a little bit more. And I was kind of got my feet wet in a larger production film. So I actually learned a lot on that film. So definitely give him my love. You know what I'm saying?
I know you're managing to stay very busy. The NCIS LA season finale is this Sunday at 9 p.m. on CBS. Yeah. That's going on 11 seasons. Am I right? Something like that?
This is the 11th season.
That's awesome.
It's amazing, man. And last week, we were like the #1 streaming show in America. And it's like funny because you hear all this news about things streaming and what's cool and but the NCIS LA fans, they're just amazing. They're unbelievable. And they just keep supporting.
Don't slow down.
So it's been great. It's been really cool.
Don't slow down, man. Absolutely. I listened to your channel on SiriusXM, Rock the Bells. I want to say it's channel 43.
Yep.
And I listened to it because I'm a big LL fan. I've researched this. You actually have a part into selecting what songs are in there and the style and the.
Well, it's beyond selecting. I actually program the station. It's one of my jobs. What's interesting right now? It's free too. People could go in there and check it out.
On April 27th, you're doing the cool thing with the Beasties. It's a virtual town hall.
Yeah,
the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, and I saw your interview with them too. It was a lot of fun.
Dude, you go way back with the Beasties and Ad Rock.
Ad Rock. Ad Rock actually is the person who gave my demo to Rick Rubin, and that's how I got my break. So Ad Rock of the Beastie Boys, he helped me get my break. He really got me my break. He listened because he used to hang out with Rick in his dorm room every day. I sent the tape there. Rick would just throw them in the corner in a box with a bunch of other tapes. Ad would go through the boxes when he had nothing to do. He was playing hooky from school. He listened to my tape. He's like, oh, LL Cool J. He played it and he liked it. And he told Rick to listen to it and blah, blah, blah. And then Rick ended up, calling me down and we made the record. And on top of that, Ad Rock, actually made the beat on my first song, I Need a Beat. You know what I'm saying?
Did he really?
Yeah, he programmed the drum machine. Rick produced it, but Ad Rock, programmed the drums and everything on that. Yeah.
What was your beat on I Need a Beat before Ad Rock did it?
It was something I had done on a Korg drum machine. A demo on a Korg drum machine. Yeah, it was similar, but it definitely wasn't the same. It was, what Adam did was definitely better. But it was
he did like an 808 thing, but then you ended up hanging with the Beasties for that was, what was that, 84, 85?
That was 84. Yeah, that was 84.
And you I've seen videos of you guys on tour in London maybe?
London, yeah, all over the world, yeah.
And what was it like? What was New York City like?
Man, it was crazy because I had spent time uptown because my man Silver Fox is the guy he was like my rap mentor. He taught me a lot about hip hop and MCing specifically. I spent a lot of time uptown early on, but I had never spent a lot of time downtown. So, I would be going downtown and we'd be going to I'd go to CBGBs. It wasn't always with Adam and them, but I'd be in CBGBs listening on the punk scene and listening to this punk and this rock.
Were you into punk?
Huh?
No,
I wasn't, but I would hear Rick talk about it. I would hear Russell talk about it. It was just part of the world of New York at that time. So I would just go down there and check it out just to see what was going on. I was just very curious. You know what I'm saying? I've always been very curious. So I would go down to CBGBs, that's where I saw the guys rocking extra hard, and that did inspire me in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? Seeing those guys on stage, different groups that I couldn't even name on stage, but they used to be killing it. It was loud, aggressive. It was crazy. So I think that kind of stuck with me, as I moved forward and started recording, just being around that scene.
You're also doing a thing that I thought was really cool on Instagram called the Cool Down.
Yeah, it's me connecting with real people. I felt like, you know what? Sometimes, people, can be celebrities and they can attain a certain amount of success and they can be living a certain type of life and get disconnected from real people, man. So it's like, why not reach out to people, see how they're doing, send them some words of encouragement, share some love, communicate with them. It may not be the same as me performing, which, can happen at some point too, but it allows me to really understand where people are at, connect with people and send them words of encouragement. And for me, that's really important. And this is not about, for me, it's not about politics. It's not about you vote for who you want, do what you want. But I think humanity, you know what I'm saying? Like on a human level, we just need to care about each other. You know what I'm saying?
We were asking everyone to come on our show. And first of all, thank you again for coming on, because we love you, but all your fans love you. And so this is helping a lot of people. And what charities that are they spotlighting or highlighting that they would like to talk about? And your is COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for World Health or the organization. My daughter wrote this out, so it's hard for me to read it. Is that helping anyone?
I love it. Look, anybody go there, donate, give, and look, all I can encourage everybody to do is just, be as supportive as you can in this moment, because there's a lot of people that are hurting and a lot of people that are going through it, man. So, do the right thing and, do what's right in your heart. You know what I'm saying?
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.